Okay, let's go back to our Canvas webpage. We're going to click on the Home tab, and now we're going to explore the other two essential tools you will use for this course. The first one is Google+, also known as Google Hangout. Google Hangout is very similar to Skype, except it allows you to see and talk to multiple individuals at the same time. You will use this application on a regular basis to communicate with both your peers and your lab instructor. For those of you that have never used Google Hangout, I will show you how to access the application and start a chat. The first thing that I would like you to do is go ahead and click on this icon. If the application is not already downloaded on your computer, you will have to install the plugins. Please click on the big blue button to install the plugins. It may take a few minutes for the plugins to download. Once the download is complete, the following screen will appear. To log on and access your account, you must use your UNCG username and password. So your UNCG login information. Okay. Okay. The UNCG website will now appear, and you're going to have to log in one more time. Remember, use your UNCG username and password. Congratulations, you have successfully downloaded and accessed Google Hangout, also known as Google+. To start a Google Hangout, all you need to do is start typing in the names of your group members. And you have to do this one person at a time for the first time, okay? So I have one member right now, and if I want to add the rest of the members and my instructor, all I need to do is click on this icon with a person and a plus to it. And this will allow me to add other members of the group. Okay. Once you have added all the people that you like, all you have to do is click on Add People tab. Now it's going to bring up an entire new window with all of the people in this specific chat. Oops. All right. I'm going to exit out of this chat that only has one person because I want to talk to my entire group. All right. The next step is if you actually want to see the people in your chat, okay, all you have to do is press on this icon that looks like a video, and it says video call. I'm going to press this button, and it's going to call. Okay, and that just called my entire group. And if they answered, then I would be able to see all of the group members in this chat. And those are the very basics of how to actually install and call your group members to a Google Hangout. Moving right along, we're going to go back to our Canvas homepage, and we're going to explore the second piece of technology that's very important for this class, and that's Google Docs or Google Drive. So we're going to click on Google Docs. Okay. And since you're already logged on to Google+, it automatically actually sends me to my Google Drive. If you are not logged into Google+, it will ask you again to log in, but make sure once again to use your UNCG username and password. Once your instructor has assigned you to a specific group, they're going to share a folder with you and your group members. To access that folder, you need to click on the Shared With Me tab. Once you click on that tab, you're probably going to have only one folder that you need to click on. Let me scroll down and find a folder that I don't already have. Okay, and let's pretend that this is the folder that your instructor has shared with you, okay, and that's your group folder with your specific group's name. You want to click on that folder in that little box. You want to make sure there's a check mark next to it. And what you want to do next is click on Add to My Drive. Once the folder is added to your drive, it will be easily accessed from the main web page. Now we're going to go back to the main web page and click on the tab My Drive so that you can access your group folder. Now I'm going to randomly select one of the group files to show you the contents in each of the group folders. Okay, so let's click on the botanist group, and once the botanists click on this folder, they're going to find several subfolders underneath. Okay? And each one of these subfolders is corresponding to the specific unit in the learning area. Okay, so here's Lab 0 Training Lab, and if we go back to the learning area, okay, here we have a training lab. Okay. Same thing, Lab 1 cells, going back to the learning area, Lab 1. Okay, so let's click on the Lab 1 cells. And if you click on the Lab 1 cells, what you will find is first, there's going to be Lab 1 cells report template. And that's what we want to open up right now. This is the actual document from which you and your group members are going to work. And you can actually type directly into this document. The first portion of the document explains the actual grading rubric. So each one of these characteristics, okay, is what you have to satisfy in your lab report in order to get the best grade possible. Okay, so let's scroll down. You'll see that the actual report grading rubric is quite long, and it's subdivided into 4 sections to correspond to the 4 sections of the actual lab. Okay, so the first portion of the lab says Introduction, Observation, Hypothesis, and Prediction. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you read all of the parts in the blue, and you want to actually start typing in your answers in here. Okay, so what are your observations and background information you have found? So you as an actual individual, okay, can start typing directly into this page. Okay. Okay. And you can see that it automatically appears on this document. What's really great about Google Docs and working on this document is that all 5 of the group members can work on this document at the same time, and all of the changes automatically appear, and you don't have to be in the same place or on the same device. You can all be at home working from your individual computers, and all of the changes will appear. Once you and your group members have completed your lab report, you can email your instructor and ask him to provide feedback. Most often, that feedback is going to come in a form of a comment. Your instructor can highlight a specific section and insert a comment bubble. Once you have addressed a specific comment from your instructor, all you need to do is click on the button that says Resolve, as in you have resolved the issue. And these are the basics of how to access and use Google Docs or Google Drive. Now let's go back to our main Canvas homepage and explore the very last tab. So if we scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see one more icon, and that's the Pinterest icon. So go ahead and click on the Pinterest icon. Okay. The Pinterest icon has supplemental information for each of the lab units. You are strongly encouraged to explore and utilize the additional information to write a stronger introduction and discussion in your lab report. And that is all that we have for this video tutorial. For any additional information, please email your instructor.